All right, folks, sorry about that. We had a little bit of an issue with the router here, but that router issue has been repaired. I've been able to get it fixed, and so we should not have any more problems, knock on wood, throughout the rest of this broadcast. I sincerely apologize, but while we were away, we did miss one goal. The goal scored by Olivia Fitt, assisted by Megan Smith, and I can't tell you much about that goal since I was busy trying to deal with the situation with the router, but I can tell you that it happened. For Olivia Fitt, that is her first goal, second point of the season, and it gives the Selects the 1-0 lead. The Selects right now are on a power play with Lemieux taking a hooking penalty just moments ago. We've still got 2.5 minutes left in the first period as the Selects play this power play. Mackenzie with the puck. She played it across to the far side. There was a shot, and the save was made. Okay. And again, I sincerely apologize for the technical issues. They should now be Again, I sincerely apologize. All of those technical issues should be properly repaired now that that issue with the router has been troubleshot, and the reset means it should not happen again. Here's Pitts with a chance, but the puck rolls off of her stick. Just over a minute, or under a minute and a half left to go here in the first period. Selects leading it 1-0 off the goal by Olivia Fitt. Both teams 0 for 1 so far with the power play. Sarah Stewart with the puck right now. She has it knocked off her stick by Ringette. Ringette tries to get it out of the zone, but it's held in there by Tori McPherson. Just over a minute left to go here, first period. Here's Landon Pitts with the puck now. Pitts with a shot. And another save made there by Ali Berry. Reds are able to get it out to center, but immediately Ava Geno gets the puck. She didn't like the angle, so she turned back, played it over to Brie McPherson. McPherson off the wall, down into the red zone, and it's going to roll right in onto the goaltender Berry, who will cover up and hang on with 47.7 seconds left to go here in the first period. Puck comes back to the line. There's a shot from the point by Brie McPherson. Turning and firing now Stewart. Puck still loose in front. They've got Berry down, but they couldn't get the puck buried behind Ali Berry there. Now there's a shot and a save steered aside by Berry, who was able to reset herself. Out to center. Trying to dump the puck down deep was Spencer, but she couldn't get the puck through. Just 11 seconds left in the period. With it, there was Lemieux. She tries to play it deep into the select zone. It doesn't go in very deep at all. And as Sarah Stewart has it at center ice, we'll get the horn for the end of the first period. At the end of 20 minutes of play, it is the Subway Northern Selects leading the EDZA West Reds by a score of 1-0. Shots on goal in that period, 24-2. So the story of that period, certainly the play of Ali Berry, stopping 23 of 24 shots to keep her team within striking distance. We'll take a break, we'll come back, we'll get you ready for the start of the second period, and again, fingers crossed, knock on wood, pinch of salt, whatever it is, we won't have any more technical issues, not only today, but knock on everything, cross, whatever. Hopefully that's the last time we have technical issues with our broadcasts here. I know I'm pushing my luck, but this season. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. let's do this.
Are you off here?
Yeah.
I've got 2 more deals tonight. You'll be here joining me for those 2 tonight. No, he got a job. He's working at the chalet actually. So yeah, the only reason he's not here right now is because he's at work, and I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, no, that's fine.
welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period. Again, we apologize for all of the technical issues during the first period. They have been resolved. We are good to go, and things should be as they should be the rest of the way. Teams ready to make their way out onto the ice for what should be a great second period. Subway Selects get the only goal of the first. It was Olivia Fitt, her first goal, second point of the season, assisted by Megan Smith. That came at the 14-13 mark while we were, of course, off air. We also saw 2 penalties in that first period, one against each team. Both teams were successful on their penalty kills. And the shots on goal in that first period, as you can see on the board there before I moved the panned the camera down back to the ice surface, shots on goal 24-2 in favor of the Subway Northern Selects. Don't forget, not only do we broadcast here, but we also are more than willing to chat with you during the game. If you have a comment, a question, an observation, whatever the case may be, if you want to say something during the game, there is that chat bar off to the side. We will be more than happy to take a look at what it is that you have to say, and depending on the nature of either the question or the comment or whatever the case may be, we will respond to it accordingly over in that chat bar off to the side. Teams back out onto the ice. We are ready to get this second period underway between the hometown Subway Northern Selects and the visiting EDZA West Reds based out of Fredericton. And the second period is indeed underway. Puck comes towards the near side boards, goes back to Abby McKenzie. She will send it down the ice and into the red zone. In to get it there on the forecheck. It was played over to the corner to Emery. She couldn't handle it, and now out comes Desjardins. Desjardins going ahead. She'll dump the shot right in onto Faulkner. Faulkner will make the save and then cover up and hang on for the face-off. And one of the things that we talked about in the preview on the league website is Hallie Faulkner with the one game that she played last weekend, facing just 12 shots throughout the course of that game, able to get the shutout, but the mental toughness that it's going to take for Faulkner, because she is going to get a few games like that. We're seeing it here today again as well. Being able to stay focused. There's a shot, save, rebound, another big save! And just as I was saying it, that's the mental toughness I talked about. Having to maintain your focus so that in those brief periods where you do become busy, as there's another shot, how do you deal with those periods? How do you make sure you stay in the game so that you're ready when you are called upon? And Faulkner showing in the early going of this second period that she is certainly up to that task. Puck played out to center. Lemieux dumps it back in. Back to get it there will be Abby McKenzie. McKenzie looking for options. Now plays it ahead. It gets out to center and is picked up there by Alyssa Fitt. She dumps the puck in. Going in after it there is Tori McPherson. Also in on the forecheck there was Jalen Langell. Down in the corner, 4 players battling for that puck. Just over a minute and a half gone here in period number 2. Now a 5th player in on that battle. Puck starts to come loose and Langell will get it. Coming in to help her out is Smith. Smith will come out with the puck. She takes a bump from Lemieux, gets knocked down by Lemieux, but is able to stay in control of the puck, then goes to play it down low. That gets broken up there, and Waugh is able to get the puck out. Can't out to the far side anyway, couldn't get it out of the zone. Now back around to the near side, and Lemieux does get it out to center, but back to pick up there is Ava Geno. Geno gets the pass across there to Langell. Langell trying to feed it through for Olivia Fitt. She couldn't take the pass cleanly as she was being disrupted. And now Waugh will come away from the area right in front of the select bench, play it across the far side. Return pass across the ice gets knocked down by Smith, but now the Reds will bring it into the zone. That shot blocked by Geno. Geno goes back behind the net to pick up. Geno gives to Smith. Smith has it knocked away from her by Bird, but now Out come the Selects, but the Reds force the turnover at their own blue line. Desjardins able to get the puck into the red zone. A much better start to this second period for the Reds as they are applying pressure on the puck, which they need desperately to do. Pitts gets the pass across to McPherson. She chases it down deep into the red zone. Stewart now will pick up in the corner. Sarah Stewart back to the line. Bree McPherson rather to Stewart. She tries to play it down low. That's broken up there nicely by Gregan, but Gregan ends up losing it to Tori McPherson, who brings it behind the net, then sends it back to Stewart. Stewart now will work it up the near side wall, play it back to the line for McKenzie. McKenzie with a shot. What a deflection by Pitts, but Allie Berry staying right with it and making the save to hang on for the face-off. 3:30 gone here in period number 2. Still just that 1-0 scoreline. Shots in this period right now favor the Reds by a margin of 3-1. Reds win the draw, play it around to the near side, but not able to clear the zone as Lawrence had it taken away from her before that could happen. Now, oops, again, I'm trying to do play-by-play and work the camera. There's McPherson getting it in front for Pitts. Pitts with a chest. Barry with a huge save to kick that puck away from Pitts, as she had a wide open net if she could have just held on to the puck. But Barry with a great play to knock it away from her. Now they battle in the corner. Puck squirts loose. It'll be picked up by Ringette. Here comes Ringette. She plays it ahead for Lawrence. Lawrence ends up running into McKenzie. Ringette follows up on the play. Has it knocked away from her with a nice play by McPherson. And now the Selects come back the other way. Here's Stewart with the puck. She gives to McKenzie. McKenzie has it knocked off her stick by Ferguson. Now out to center. Haley Henderson goes to play it back up the wall, but it ends up hitting Ferguson. And now we're going to have a penalty. And they're going to call a head contact penalty against, I believe it's going to be Ferguson who's going to go off. It is indeed. Referee indicates it's a 2-minute variety of the head contact penalty. This coming at 4:28 of period number 2, so the Selects get their second power play of the game, as Ferguson goes off for the head contact. And before we get the face-off, we get a little bit of a chat over at the Reds bench there. I think the Reds tried to make a late change and they were told, nope, no dice. So the original players who were on the ice, Ringette and Lawrence, have to go back out there. And now Lawrence gets waved out of the face-off circle. Ringette can't come in, so one of the defensemen, Lemieux, comes in to take the draw. Selects win it easily, and now the power play goes to work. Pass across intended for Geno, gets tipped, and the Selects have to come out to center. But right back in again. Puck is underneath the Reds player as they play along the far side. Finally, the referee whistles it down with 1:38 left in the power play for the Northern Subway Selects. 15:10 left to go here in the second period. And the face-off deep in the red zone. Puck squirts loose, picked up by Natalie McKay. McKay takes it down into the corner. Behind the net, comes out the near side. McKay still with the puck, now plays it back to the line. Bree McPherson back to McKay. McKay loses her footing though, and that will allow Spencer to get the puck and send it down the length of the ice. 1:15 left to go in the man advantage. Back to get it, Bree McPherson. She plays it ahead. Cross ice pass. Waters the first one on that one. And now Desjardins gets the puck and she'll come in shorthanded. Desjardins tries to work her way through McPherson. McPherson ties her up and then goes after the loose puck in the corner. Cross ice pass near side Emery. It's too far in front of her, and Waters will send it down the length of the ice. 45 seconds left in the power play. Mairead McPherson plays it ahead. Now Landon Pitts. Nice little pass to herself using the wall. Pitts takes it behind the net, comes out the near side. Back to the line. McKenzie rather. Her shot, it's blocked, it comes down to Stewart, she scores! A power play goal. Not sure if it was Sarah Stewart or if it was tucked in by the player who was beside her. I didn't catch the number. I believe it was Tori McPherson who was beside her. We'll have to wait and see how they credit that goal at 5:59 of period 2. And the Selects now lead it 2-0. It is indeed Sarah Stewart's goal. Mackenzie gets the assist, and the only assist on that one, making it 2-0. And for Stewart, that's her 4th goal, 5th point on this season, just her 3rd game. So 4 goals and an assist so far in just under 2.5 games. A great start to the season for Sarah Stewart. There's a shot by Mackenzie, kicked aside by Barry. And give Barry full credit. The shots that she's seeing, she's stopping. It's the shots that she has no chance on whatsoever that are the ones that are getting by her. Puck comes out to center. Haley Henderson there. She'll dump it right back in again. Back to get it behind the net is Waters. She plays it around the boards for Knox. It hops over her stick, comes to the line. Geno plays it back down low. Waters there waiting for it. She'll play it around to the near side for Green. Green in the corner, tries to work it up the wall. She does get it to Regan Barry. Now coming away from the wall with it is Olivia Fitch. She plays it to Smith, back to the line for Mairead McPherson. Her shot goes off a stick and over to Langell. Langell turned and fired, and it went wide. And now it's back up the wall to Mairead McPherson again. Down to Smith. Back to the line. Geno with a shot. Puck loose in front. Still loose. They jam away at it, and it ends up underneath Barry, and she'll hang on for a face-off. Great pressure again by the Selects, but Ali Barry, able to stay on that puck. 12:14 left to go here in the second period. Shots on goal 31-5. Since I mentioned the shots on goal in the first period had been 3-1, since that time it is now 6-0 in shots over the last approximately 4 minutes for the Selects. There's another shot and a save made by Barry, and she'll hang on for a face-off. Her 30th save already on this game, and we've played just 1 second over 28 minutes, and she's made 30 saves already here this afternoon. Someone get that girl a milkshake after the game. She's earned it already. Ferguson into the corner. Turns over the puck, but then it takes a bad bounce. It ends up coming back to Ferguson. Now she's able to play it ahead. Regan Barry up for Ringette. That pass goes off her skate. Geno with the shot, and that's steered aside again by Ali Barry. Pass intended for KJ Emery behind the net. Misses Emery, comes all the way around to the near side wall. Now Lemieux tries to come out with it, but she gets tripped up, and we'll see a penalty against the Selects. So the second power play opportunity of the game for the Reds, as Natalie McKay will go off for tripping at 8:28. So the Reds, who are 0 for 1 on the man advantage, and again, I know that is not the quote-unquote politically correct term, but it's so much a part of the hockey lexicon. And person advantage just sounds awkward. Doesn't flow off the tongue quite right. Bird played it back. Now it comes ahead for Desjardins. Desjardins plays it out to center, but Brie McPherson there waiting for it. Dumps it back in. It goes off a body, so it doesn't get in deep. But now Ferguson will take it back deep. Goes behind the net, comes out the near side, and Ferguson makes a pass across to some empty space on the far side. And Landon Pitts gets to that puck, dumps it in. and she'll go into the corner after it herself. Pitt's the first one on the puck, and now she'll just kill some of this penalty by taking the puck out to center and dumping it back in yet again, and Sarah Stewart will race in on the forecheck. And here's what we talked about, that aggressive forecheck, even when you're killing penalties, by the Subway Selects, as Stewart now being tied up by two Reds players, keeping that puck jammed in there, killing off 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, keep going seconds. Sarah Stewart doing a great job here. She's now killed 21 seconds of penalty time by keeping that puck down below the goal line. What an effort, what a sequence for Sarah Stewart, followed immediately upon the sequence from Landon Pitts, where she killed several seconds. And Stewart also ends up drawing a penalty as Gregan is going to go off for body checking. She needs to get a new piece of lumber before she can do that. So we're going to play 39 seconds of 4-on-4 as Sarah Stewart killed 21 seconds of penalty time, and then forces Gregan to take a body checking penalty. So we'll play 4-on-4 for just under 40 seconds, and then the Selects will get their third power play of the afternoon. Here's Mackenzie with the puck. 30 seconds of 4-on-4 left. Puck comes off the near side wall. Green got it, but then she played it back into the empty space. Green gets it back again, trying to get it clear. Regan Berry can't clear it. Walters cannot either, as now Mackenzie gives to Stewart. Stewart will take it down into the corner. 12 seconds left before the Selects go to the power play. Here's Mackenzie with it. She cuts the middle, takes a shot, save made. Waters is there to clear away the rebound. She'll take it back behind the net into the far corner. Selects back on the power play, and McKay, who just came onto the ice, looked like she had held the line, but the linesman, who has a much better angle than I do, says she didn't, and so we'll get an offside with 1:15 left in what is now the third power play of the game for the Northern Subway Selects. Selects leading it 2-0 here on the EDZA West Reds. And I see from the crest on their jerseys, Dairy Queen, one of the big sponsors for the Reds here this season. Puck comes back to the line. Bree McPherson there. She'll give down to Langell. Langell plays it all the way into the corner. Now back to the line again. To Pitts, top of the face-off circle, takes a shot. Back, puck was loose, and then played wide. Now McPherson at the point again. Bree McPherson to Pitts. Landon Pitts, this time she'll cut to the middle. Takes a backhand shot, save, rebound, puck is loose. And it'll be cleared away and out of danger. Right on to goaltender Hallie Faulkner. Faulkner with the quick pass ahead to Mackenzie. 30 seconds left in the power play. Mackenzie didn't have a good angle as Spencer was pressuring her, so she had to take it back behind the net. Now the pass ahead for Olivia, I was right the first time, Olivia Fitt. She drops off for Pitts. Puck knocked off her stick, right back to Fitt again. Olivia Fitt down in the corner, plays it back to the line, Henderson. Henderson with the shot, save made. Pitts looking for a rebound, but the puck rolls away down into the corner. More great work there by Allie Berry as the penalty comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5. Selects now 1 for 3 on the power play. Here's Langell with the puck, trying the wraparound, but a big stop made, not by the goaltender this time, but by Trinity Lemieux with a nice play there by the defenseman. Out to center, KJ Emery intercepts that pass. She'll bring it right back into the zone again. Tried to feather a pass through, that's not going to work. It goes back to Emery, she plays it down for McKay. McKay out in front, no white jerseys there. It rolls all the way to the line for Geno. Her shot gets blocked, but the Selects keep the pressure on. And now it looks like the puck will finally come out of the zone. It does. Played across to the near side. Geno there to pick up. Geno across to Henderson. She plays it ahead for Pitts. Quick pass to McKay. Here comes McKay. She has a little bit of trouble carrying it in across the line. Now Olivia Fitt played it back to Henderson as she had to wait for people to get onside. Puck dumped in, just over 7:10 left to go here. Second period, Selects leading it 2-0. Henderson holds it in at the line. Tries to play it down low. It's knocked down by Ferguson. Ferguson will get it to the line, and then Knox gets it the rest of the way out. But that's going to be an icing call against the EDZA West Reds with exactly 7 minutes on the clock here in period number 2. Shots on goal now, an astounding 37-5 in favor of the Subway Northern Selects. But the story of this game, certainly to this point, has been Ali Berry and her 35 saves. Something we've seen quite a bit of already this season. Visiting goaltenders coming into the Wellness Center and having a standout performance. Not just against the Selects, but it's happened against the Weeks Major Midgets. It's happened against the Pictou County Weeks Crushers. I've seen a fair bit of it here in this building already this year. Visiting teams coming in and taking on teams from Pictou County and getting a standout performance from their goalie, regardless of the gender, regardless of the level. It's happened quite a bit. 6:29 now left to go here in the second period. There's Tori McPherson with the puck. She plays it down to Stewart. Stewart, backhander goes well wide. Ringette now gets to the puck, plays it around to the far side. Regan Berry, her pass ahead intended for Lawrence, broken up there by Bree McPherson. Now it'll get passed ahead. Here comes Penelope Ringette. Ringette coming in, tees it up. And a big kick save made there by Faulkner. And for Faulkner, that's the first save she's had to make since about the 2-minute mark of this second period. And again, I only mention that because it just shows the remarkable mental fortitude of a goaltender to go through that stretch of time without seeing a shot on goal and then having to be sharp on a very good shot by the Reds' leading scorer. Here comes Tori McPherson now. McPherson trying to work her way around Lemieux. McPherson down into the corner. Lemieux doing a good job of keeping McPherson to the outside. Now coming in to help out is Olivia Fitt. Fitt got the puck, but she lost it immediately to Ringette. Now Ringette coughs it up as Smith forces the turnover. Played back to McKenzie. There's a shot, rebound, scores! Barry made the initial save, but the rebound dropped right onto the stick of Olivia Fitt, and Fitt was not going to make a mistake with that one. Not that close and not with that much net to work. Olivia Fitt gets her second of the game, her second of the season, her third point. This one at 14:51 of period number 2. And we should see McKenzie with an assist. And now McKenzie with a shot. They're calling that unassisted. I thought for sure that they would give an assist to McKenzie for the initial shot, but apparently not. Usually if a player takes a shot, a save is made and the rebound is put in, the initial shooter gets an assist, I would think, but perhaps we'll see that get changed later. For now, it's called an unassisted goal by Fitt. And the score is now 3-0 for the Selects. Here's Olivia Fitt with her 2 goals on the game. Went to play it back to Henderson, but that pass off target, and Haley Henderson has to go back and pick up. All the way into her own zone, being watched there by Bird. Good pressure by Bird, but the Selects are able to get it out and down the ice. Lemieux will pick up just inside her own zone. Lemieux gets her pocket picked by Fitt, and Fitt with the shot, the save made there by Barry, and she settled it down for, that was Waugh. Waugh has it again, and she'll dump it down into the Select zone. Back to pick up is Abby McKenzie. The puck rolls out in front. I'm not sure if Faulkner knew where it was, but it rolled right out in front of the net, and Smith had to be quick to clear that one out of danger. 3:45 left to go here, period number 2. Selects leading it 3-0. Here's KJ Emery with it now. Emery flips it ahead. Green has trouble collecting it, and so it's picked up. There's a shot, and they score! Alyssa Fitt as the Fitz sisters have now combined for 3 goals on the game. Alyssa Fitt with the goal makes it 4-0. 3:33 left to go here in the second period. And for Alyssa Fitt, that's her first goal and first point of the season. Puck dumped right in onto Barry, and she'll cover up and hang on for a face-off. They're calling that one unassisted as well. So, of course, that could still be subject to change later. We'll have to wait and see. There's a shot from the point by Geno, and I don't think Barry saw that until the very last second, as she was a little bit late with her reaction, but she did still make the save. Here's Gregan with it now. She tries to throw it out in front, nobody there. It comes to Natalie McKay, and McKay coming back up. McKay with one nice move. McKay trying to make another move, but Ringette able to force her to the outside. Now the puck comes behind the net. Waters there waiting for it. Waters can't get around Emery. Tries to go the other way, can't get around. And Emery is able to get the puck. Emery turns and fires, and she scores. As I think the situation here is pure and simple exhaustion for Allie Berry, as KJ Emery gets her first goal and first point of the season, and the Selects, with 4 goals this period, 3 goals in the span of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, have broken this one wide open. McKay gets an assist on that one. And it is now, as mentioned, 5-0 for the Selects. Shots on goal in this period now 16-4. Total shots on goal 40-6. Actually, correction, shots on goal 45-6, as what's up on the board only shows the saves, not the shots, as the shot clock did not change with the goal. As we get a little pushing and shoving after the whistle, nothing too serious. Or at least I would refer to that as nothing too serious, but then again, I also broadcast Junior A and Junior B. No, in all seriousness, that was nothing too major there, just a little bit of bumping. But the referee having a little bit of a chat with Select coach Craig Clark over whatever happened. 2:03 left to go here, period number 2. Select's leading it 5-0 now. Again, they have broken it open. There's a shot from the point, and that gets deflected just wide. Puck goes high up into the air, comes down for Sarah Stewart. Stewart's pass for Pitts a little bit too far from her. Good hustle there by Bree McPherson to keep the puck in the zone. Now it comes to the near side, played to the line and not out. Lemieux tried to clear, but it was held in by McKenzie. Now Sarah Stewart with it. Stewart, her shot goes off a leg. Coming to get it in the near side corner is Langell. Played back to the line. McKay puts that one just wide. Now Bree McPherson trying to pinch in. She couldn't hold the line. Knox comes out. Knox and Olivia Fitt get tangled up, and they're going to call the penalty on Knox. So coming out for the extra attacker is Faulkner as we near 1 minute left to go here in the second period. Long rush there by McKenzie. And now as the Reds touch the puck with 57.1 seconds left, we'll get the hooking call against Faith Knox. And so the Selects will go to their 4th power play of the game. They are 1 for 3 to this point. And if they don't score in the next 57.9 seconds, they will carry. Actually, they're calling it a 4-minute penalty. I saw the sign for the hook. I'll wait and see. I've never seen a 4-minute hooking penalty before. We'll wait for clarification on that here in just a second. There's a shot, save, rebound. Puck still loose. Now McKay with another shot, another save, and another great save by Barry. Okay, so they called a hook and a hold on Knox. Hook for the initial takedown and then a hold for keeping her down, I guess. As the Selects with 20 seconds left in the period, still working this power play, seeing if they can get one more before the end of the second period. There's McKay with a shot. It sneaks through and they score! Another power play goal. They're now 2 for 4. The 5th power play will carry over into the third period as the hooking penalty comes to an end as a result of that goal. And the penalty, that first penalty comes to an end, and the penalty on the clock goes down to just 2 minutes with the goal at 19:49, a power play goal for the Selects. It's now 6-0. Off of the face-off, Tori McPherson gets the puck. Perhaps there's time for one more shot. Played back to the line. There's a shot, it's blocked in front, and that will do it for period number 2. 5 goals in the second period by the Selects. And we'll go to the third with the Subway Northern Selects leading the EDZA West Reds by a score of 6-0. Goals from Stewart, Olivia Fitt, Alyssa Fitt, KJ Emery, and I believe it was Stewart again with the power play goal there at the end. I didn't get the call of that goal. We'll have to wait for it. So shots on goal in the second period, 21-4. 2-period total of 46-6. And we'll head to the third with the Selects leading it 6-0. You are watching Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League action here on Petter Pictou Sports. They didn't announce it. I thought it was Stewart who turned and fired it, but or maybe it was McKay. Everything's happening. right, folks, welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the Subway Northern Selects and the Northern Subway Selects, excuse me, and the EDZA West Reds. Selects carrying a 6-0 lead into the third period, and I believe they will carry a minute and 49 seconds of power play time into the third as well. If my math is correct. Big thanks to everybody tuning in here on Pedro Picto Sports through video.ibm.com. A reminder, these same two teams will meet again tomorrow at noon here at the Wellness Center, and we'll have that game for you here on Pedro Picto Sports as well. Catch all of the action right here on this exact same link. All the letters and numbers that you've got at the end of the URL there at the top. That's the exact same place to find the game tomorrow. We've also got 2 more games on this link later today as the Warewell Major Bantam Bombers have a home game at 4:30 this afternoon. They'll be playing at 4:30 this afternoon. Again, that game will be against the Dartmouth Whalers right here on this same link. And then at 7 o'clock tonight, the Nova Scotia Major Midget Hockey League, the Cole Harbour Wolfpack will take on the Weeks Major Midgets right here on this exact same link again. So tune in for some Major Bantam and Major Midget hockey action here later today from the Pictou County Wellness Center here on Pedro Picto Sports. Puck comes back to the line. Natalie McKay there with it. She plays it over to Langell. Back to McKay. There's a shot that goes wide. As we are down to 1:15 left in this 5th power play of the game for the Selects. They are 2 for 4 so far. Puck comes back to the line. Henderson down for Smith. Smith will play it back up to McKay. Or McKenzie rather. McKenzie gives to Smith. Smith fans on a shot. Recovers, goes back, quick little circle around. Now she'll play the puck back to the line for McKenzie. Abby McKenzie taking it down into the corner, circles, comes back up. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Far side for Henderson. Henderson throws it in front. There's a deflection, but Barry able to stay with it and make the save. And the Reds get possession and send it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds left in the power play for the hometown Northern Subway Selects. Here comes Abby McKenzie. McKenzie weaving through the traffic, takes the shot. Barry makes the save and hangs on for the face-off. And our shot clock has disappeared on us. I know what I think the shots should be, but the shot clock has disappeared on us, so we'll have to... the joys of modern technology when it works. Here's Sarah Stewart with the puck now. She plays it up to Landon Pitts. Pitts with the shot. Barry with the save, and she'll hang on for another face-off. Just a minute 40 gone, well 39 gone here in this third period. 10 seconds remain in the penalty to Faith Knox. Pitts to take the draw against Waugh. Selects get possession off of the draw. Across for Stewart. And her one-time chance ends up going wide. Penalty to Knox has expired. There's a shot from McKenzie. Goes off the stick of Gregan. Up over the glass and out of play. With 1:54 gone here in the third period. Selects leading it by 6. Now we get the shot clock back up on... He's got it at 41. I think it's a little bit more than that now. But to be fair, it's one guy working down in that penalty box all by himself, trying to do the timekeeping, the scorekeeping, the PA announcing, and everything else. I know how tough that job is. So we'll cut Billy a little bit of slack if the shot counting went a little bit awry for a moment there. There's a shot, they score! Landon Pitts makes it 7-0 at 2:15 of the third. For Pitts, that'll be her first goal of the season. Third point. And it is now 7-0. Off the face-off, puck comes back to Geno. Over to Mairead McPherson. And Pitt's goal is unassisted. Here comes McKay. She's got Alyssa Fitt with her. McKay shoots and scores, and it's now 8-0. And again, 2 goals just 15 seconds apart. Chalk this up plain and simple to absolute, complete, and total fatigue. For McKay, that's, I believe it's her, and now we are going to see a goaltending change at 2:30 of the third period. Kylan Paul will come in and finish things off. And you can't help but feel bad for Barry. She did everything in her power, but just too much rubber coming at her. As we get confirmation that that is McKay's second goal of the game. So she did score that goal with 11 seconds left in the period. For McKay, that was the one in the second period, was her first goal, second point of the season. This one, her second goal, third point of the season. And again, Kylan Paul steps in, and for Paul, she comes into this game with a record of 1-1, having played 120 minutes, a goals against average of 4.0. And again for Barry, Barry did everything she could, and just so much fired at her through the course of the 42.5 minutes that she played. Her final official shot record will be 41 saves on 49 shots, but unofficially, I'd say it was closer to 55 or 60 shots. And again, I don't mean to malign Bill in any way. It's a tough job down there doing the score clock, the score sheet, the PA announcing, and trying to keep track of the shot clock all in the hands of one person. There's Bree McPherson just absolutely taking down Regan Barry, and absolutely McPherson's going to get a penalty here. So the Reds will go to their third power play of the game. This one coming at 3:45. So the Reds, who are 0 for 2 with the power play, get their third opportunity here. Gregan has the puck, plays it down, comes right back to Gregan again, now across the far side. Shot for Ferguson, that gets blocked in front. They're calling that roughing. You could call it roughing, you could call it body contact, you could have called it a number of things. And here is that aggressive forecheck on the penalty kill yet again, as Olivia Fitt had the puck, played it back to McKay, gets it back down low. Now Fitt trying to cut in, and a hat trick goal for Olivia Fitt, short-handed. For Fitt, that's a hat trick. Her first hat trick ever in the Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League. So congratulations to Olivia Fitt for that accomplishment. And now we're going to get a penalty as Langell got taken down by Regan Berry. And that will end the power play for the Reds at 4:41. We'll play a minute and 4 of 4-on-4. And then the Selects will get their 6th power play of the game. So our second sequence of 4-on-4 here today. McKay with the puck, does some circling, now gives to Henderson. Henderson shot, as they call the penalty on Barry for hooking. And now here come the Reds. Here's Penelope Ringette. She's got a player with her. Ringette has that puck go just a little bit too far for Lawrence. Now Lawrence gets tangled up with Henderson. Pitt's in there. We're going to get a penalty against Henderson. And they're going to call a cross check. So instead of a 6th power play for the Selects, we're going to get 3 power plays for the Reds over 2 penalties. By the way, the timing of these penalties works out. This one coming at 5:18. Henderson for the cross check. So this sequence of 27 seconds of 4-on-3 is technically the 4th power play of the game for the Reds. Then we'll go back to 4-on-4. Then the Reds will get their 5th power play of the game when the next penalty expires, unless, of course, we get yet another penalty sometime in between. We're 5 seconds away from the first penalty coming to an end. So we are now back to 4-on-4 for another 51 seconds. And then the Selects will go back shorthanded for a span of about 37 seconds. Here's Geno with the pass across. Chance for Bree McPherson, but that one rolls away from her just a little too far. Now a chance again for Geno, as the Selects have a bit of a different unit out there, with Bree McPherson playing forward, it looks like. So not only is the AP call-up getting ice time, but she's getting ice time outside of her normal position. There's a shot from McKay. That gets deflected wide. Although that's partly because McPherson just came onto the ice from her penalty expiring. Here's Tori McPherson now. She'll take the puck behind the net. Plays it back to McKenzie. McKenzie with the shot. And I think Paul got a piece of that before it went off of the post. Selects are shorthanded again as the penalty to Barry expired. So we are into the 5th Reds power play of the afternoon for another 20 seconds. And there was another chance at a shorthanded opportunity for the Selects as they continue to pressure here, leading it by 9 with under 13 minutes left to go in the 3rd period. 7 seconds from the penalty expiring, and the puck sent down the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Reds as the penalty does expire. So we'll get a face-off deep in the red zone. Now 0 for 5 on the man advantage for the day. Selects 2 for 5. Shots on goal now showing 44-6, or now showing 53-6 rather, as what goes up on the board is only saves. There's a shot that gets blocked. Here's another shot and they score. Natalie McKay gets her 3rd of the game as she goes just up under the crossbar over Kylan Paul at 7:35. McKay's first hat trick of the season, not her first hat trick as a member of the Selects. And The margin has now hit double digits. Our first double-digit game this season for any team and against any team. There's an offside against the Selects with 12:06 left to go here in the third period. Again, a reminder, these same two teams will meet again tomorrow. And you know that hitting refresh and restart will do the Reds a world of good. They'll come out battling hard tomorrow. You know that they will look for a strong bounce back performance. We saw what that team is capable of for a stretch of about 3 or 4 minutes at the start of the second period. They were all over the Selects, wreaking havoc. Now there's a nice save by Paul on a good opportunity for Jalen Langell. But the save again made by Kylan Paul with 11:40 left to go. Fourth save made by Paul since coming in relief of Ali Berry earlier this period. Selects win the draw. Back over to Geno. She'll send it down low. Back to get it behind the net there is Green. Green played it ahead for Spencer. Green comes in and picks up the puck again as Spencer was left with nowhere to go. Spencer not able to clear the zone. Geno with the shot and the save made by Paul. 11:18 on the clock. Once again, a reminder as well, tonight's games of the Nova Scotia Female Midget Hockey League and the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League, both on this same sheet of ice, will be on this same channel. The Selects, or the Warewell Major Bantam Bombers of Pictou County will take on the Dartmouth Whalers, and then the Weeks Major Midgets, who draw from not only Pictou County but Colchester and Cumberland County as well, will be taking on the team from Cole Harbour, the Wolfpack. The Weeks and the Wolfpack played a home and home set last weekend, and now this will be their third consecutive meeting against each other here in the regular season. Bit of a unusual quirk in the schedule there. Here's Ringette with the puck. Ringette takes the shot. That goes high and wide. Comes around the boards before it gets to Lemieux. Tori McPherson picks up and she comes out. Here's McPherson down into the corner behind the net. Still with it, plays it back to Bree McPherson, her cousin, over to Mackenzie. There's a shot, kick save made. Mackenzie gets it back again, plays it down to Stewart. Out front for Tori McPherson, shot, save, rebound! And the second one, I believe Paul got a piece of that before it went off the outside of the post. Now Bree McPherson gives back to Pitts, to Stewart. Stewart trying a sharp angle shot and she scores. With 10:01 left to go in the third period, Sarah Stewart gets her second of the game. As somehow she was able to find that tiny little margin between Kylan Paul and the post. Oops. So Pitts and McPherson, Tori McPherson, get the assists on that. A bit of a miscue there by our PA guy as he announced the wrong name. It was Sarah Stewart who got that goal. Of course, I consider Bill a friend, and you know, picking on him a little bit, that's all in good fun, of course. So Stewart gets her second of the game from Pitts and Tori McPherson at 9:59, and now here's Pitts with the puck again. Landon Pitts, back to the line for McKenzie. Down to Emery, and whoa, that one goes off the post. Great job by Paul to get just enough to keep that puck out. Under 9 minutes left to go here in the third. We got a penalty coming up against the Reds, as there was a collision there between Desjardins and Alyssa Fit, excuse me. And Fit was slow to get back to the bench. And so now we're going to get a cross-checking call on Desjardins, and the Selects will get their 6th power play of the game, this coming at 11:27. Played across to the far side as the power play goes to work. And Waugh is able to get it out to center. Back to pick up is Geno. Over to Langell. Try to get it back to Smith. It goes through instead to Olivia Fit. And one thing I'll say for Craig Clark here, of the 5 players he's got out there right now, at least 4 of them, and I believe all 5, are first-year midgets. So he's not throwing out his top unit to be out there on the power play. He's giving his rookies a chance to experience some power play time. In games like this all the time, you hear the debates about, running up the score and whatnot. The argument that I make is it's not about whether you keep scoring, it's about how you behave when you score. And we've seen that from the Selects in this game, that they have not been celebrating big. They've not been acting pompous on their goals. What comes to mind, of course, is the American soccer team earlier this year when they played Thailand, and they went up, I believe it was 11-0, the goal that was scored, and the goaltender, or the player for the U.S. who scored that goal, started counting her personal goals that she had scored on her fingers, as it was her 5th of the game. You haven't seen anything like that from these Selects in this game. So they have been playing it the right way in that regard. And again, I also point to the fact that for the first half of this power play, it was 5 rookies out there on the ice, and right now it's just the next line. Yes, the next line happens to be the Pitts, Stewart, Tori McPherson line, but when you've only got 15 skaters to work with, at some point that line is going to end up out there on a power play. There's Pitts with a deflection that goes up into the glass. Pitts gets it back, plays it back to the line for Henderson. We're back to 5-on-5. Over to Pitts. There's a shot that goes wide. You could make the argument that you could break up your lines and put them out there in different combinations so that you don't have these 3 out there together at the same time. One could make that argument. I would say that for the purpose of long-term development, to try and keep some continuity in your lines is an important aspect. Here's Stewart with the puck again. Stewart cuts in. Nice little poke check there by Paul. Now Stewart takes it back again, goes behind the net, plays it back to the line for Bree McPherson. There's a shot, gets deflected, goes wide. Picked up there by Alyssa Fit. She works a cycle with McKay. Now you look at this Fit, Emery, and McKay line, all returning players. But again, of the 9 forwards or 10 forwards you've got 1 set of forwards who are rookies, and they play on a line together, and they're being able to develop together, and so your other two lines have got veteran presence. That's just the way it is. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Bree McPherson steps up and dumps the puck back into the red zone. In behind the net, there's a chance as a collision occurs between that was Geno and Knox, who ran into each other there. Then Knox loses her footing as she got tangled up with Alyssa Fit. Now Knox has the puck, plays it over to the near side for Lemieux. Lemieux has it knocked away from her by Olivia Fit. Now Knox gets it back and sends it down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing with 4:17 left to go here in the third period. Tune in tomorrow for sorry about that. That's what I get for trying to go from... See, and I knew that. 17 is Harrison, not Henderson. I knew that. It just, I don't know why, my brain just was spitting out the wrong name and has been spitting out the wrong name all day. And I apologize for that. Don't know where that came from. I'm going to plead that we had my granddaughter over for a sleepover last night, and she didn't go to sleep until very, very, very late. Because, you know, when a 3-year-old is visiting her grandparents, sleeping is not a priority. So I'm going to plead fatigue on that mistake, David, and I do apologize sincerely. I've only been calling games for these selects since last September. You would think I would know by now, especially for a returning player like Haley Harrison. As that one goes down the length of the ice, and another icing with 3:11 left to go here in the third period. Desjardins and Pitts to take the draw. Puck loose in front, comes to Bird. She'll get it out to center. Back to get it there is Landon Pitts. She plays it across to McKenzie. Pass intended for Tori McPherson. That'll miss its target and go down the ice for an icing call. 2:53 left to go here in period 3. Once again, coming up at 4:30, Bombers versus Whalers, Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. And then at 7 o'clock, Nova Scotia Major Midget Hockey League. The Weeks Major Midgets against the Cole Harbour Wolfpack. And then these selects and these reds again tomorrow, 12 noon, here at the Wellness Center. 2:28 left to go in the third period here. Puck down into the corner for Stewart. Over to Pitts, one-time chance, goes off of Lemieux, back to Stewart behind the net. Lemieux takes the puck from her, plays it around the boards, held in by McKenzie. Down to Stewart. Battle along the far wall. 3 players for the Reds in there to help tie it up, but it comes loose as McKenzie gets the puck free. Now McKenzie coming in, tries to go over Paul, but ends up putting it over the net as well. 1:54 left to go. Out in front, there's a chance, saved by Paul. And she'll cover up. And then after the whistle, we get some pushing and shoving. and they're going to call a cross check, and I believe it's going to go against the Selects. Alyssa Fitt. Unless the Selects score on this power play, they will be on the power play for the remainder of the game. It'll be their 6th power play of the game, as they are 0 for 5. Puck sent down into the red zone with the Selects on the penalty kill here. Even in the final 2 minutes of the game, they continue to put pressure on the penalty kill. A little bit softer forecheck now as just one player is in. But they are keeping the Reds hemmed in their own zone. Pass ahead for Regan Berry. Her pass intended for Lawrence, a little bit too far in front of her. And now the puck goes into the Select zone as we're into the final minute of period 3. Out to center, Ringette. She'll play it across for Waters. Waters carries it in across the line. Now it's back out, and Ringette will carry it in. Ends up getting tripped up, and they're going to call a penalty there. And so it's going to be a 2-player advantage as KJ Emery's going to go off for the trip with 36.2 seconds left. Face off to the right of goaltender Hallie Faulkner as the Selects get the puck out to center. 32 seconds left in regulation. Puck goes around to the far side. Spencer there in the corner. Coming in to help out is Bird. Bird plays it out in front. Waugh couldn't get a shot away. And it's cleared out to center. 15 seconds left. Here's Ferguson. She drops it off for Waugh. Waugh. Her shot gets blocked. Back out to center, and that will do it. Hallie Faulkner with her second shutout of the season needed just 6 saves to get that shutout here this afternoon. Final shots on goal, 64-6, as the shots on the board show 53-6, but that only shows saves. So shots on goal, including goals, 64-6. And the final score, once again, the Subway Northern Selects with the 11-0 victory. Hallie Faulkner with the shutout, 6 saves in the shutout effort. Well, there are no official players of the game or anything like that. A couple of players certainly worth pointing out. Allie Berry, the great effort that she put on, making 41 saves before getting pulled. You certainly have to look at the game that she had. I thought Trinity Lemieux had a good game as a defenseman for the Reds. I thought Taylor Gregan had a good game. For the Selects, obviously you have to look at the 2 players who each got hat tricks, Olivia Fitt and Natalie McKay. But I mean, Stewart with a pair of goals, Emery had a strong game, up and down the lineup. Great play by the Selects. So that's going to do it for this one. The final score, once again, Selects defeat the Reds 11-0 until about 2.5 hours from now, when the Dartmouth Whalers will be here to play the Wherewell Major Bantam Bombers. This is Michael Petter saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time, Selects 11, Reds 0. Thanks for watching.